Welcome to Landria on YouTube. Am I running? Yeah, I'm rolling. Here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. You know, a lot of new people come on every day subscribing to my channel, so I should probably recap a little bit about my background, just so you know who I am. A lot of you know me and you've been to my websites. I have a .net and a .com, and I talk about my background. But I want to talk today about, you know, not concerning yourself with what other people think. We all concern ourselves with what other people think, at least at some point in our lives, and I think most of us for the rest of our lives. Even as, you know, people getting older, you still care what your parents think. You know, you never stop being the kid, right? But I want to just share a little bit about my background. I've always been a super achiever. I've always gone after stuff that other people were afraid to go after. I was a writer at a very young age, very good one. I got awards and scholarships. I was the captain of the cheerleading squad and got a writing scholarship on Capitol Hill. I wrote for a congressman on a scholarship program. I got an international scholarship to study at University of Cologne on a program in Germany. I got a television acting school scholarship. I was an NBA cheerleader. I started my own company when I was 19 years old. I was an investment banker for many years. I owned my own business. And then I came to this point, and there's a lot more in there, right, that I'm not even mentioning. I came to this point just a few years ago when I had asked myself, okay, is there any point you get to that you stop going after life? And I think a lot of people, they get older and, okay, I'm going to switch the subject now. I'm going to do what people caring about you in the next one. Sorry, the title's accurate, because I want to stay with this. Do you ever stop going after your dreams? We always set these goals and then we get there and then we go, oh, okay, well, life doesn't end now, right? Like, okay, what's my next achievement? Okay, should I go after it? And then you get older and you go, oh, I'm going to retire. And then people go, well, what does that mean? I'm going to just sit around and stop living life? I've always gone after things. Even if, and this is where the caring about people, what people think, I'll do that in the next video. I didn't care what people thought. It was always uncomfortable to go after that stuff. It's always uncomfortable to be in front of a room and know that you're being judged. When you pull yourself out in front of people, that's going to happen. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in the next video, but I want to stay with this one thought of, do you ever just stop going after your dreams? Do you have this thing like, well, when I get the house, well, when I get married, well, when I have kids? We do that. We set these goals. We stop going after things. And I think the key to my success is I don't stop going after things. When I was an investment banker, a very successful one, but not happy. I was really struggling. I mean, I had to chase clients down. I had people that literally owed me, a lot of money and didn't pay me. The financial industry was a mess. So, do you say, okay, I'm in this prestigious career now, I'm going to stay here? Or do you say, you know what, this isn't working anymore? Whether it's a relationship or whatever else you're in, it's just not working anymore. So what do? You have to switch gears and be okay with that. And so what did I do? I quit everything. I wrote a book. It became a best-selling, award-winning book. It was turned into a television movie. No matter where you're in the world, you can watch my television movie. It's called The Rooftop Christmas Tree. If you Google my name, it comes up everywhere. And my whole family died. It started with my mother, then my dog, my beloved dog, my father, my cousin, and then my brother died. And this was all actually not that recent. I mean, fairly recent, I should say. Not that long ago. And your world changes. All the plans that you ever had go out the freaking window, right? Because life happens. What are you going to do with that? So I decided that I needed to create a new life. So I went and got internet training. You guys see these come. I'll put them here if you're interested. You get free videos. You can check it out. And I thought, life changes, and we're so afraid to go into that change. If a new opportunity comes and it's different, and it's not what we know or we're familiar with, everybody knows, and you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, we freak out. And we want to hang on to that traditional way of living, or this, or what my plans were. And if it's not working, it's never going to work. So I learned how to use the internet to create online businesses, because I knew that I could do some really cool stuff and travel and never have to worry about a client paying me again. People would come to me because they liked what I was offering. What's the key? You offer value to the world, always. In everything you do, in your relationships, your job, everything. Offer value to the world. And then what's going to come back to you? You'll be rewarded for that. And that's what I did. So I think people think because I'm naturally a go-getter that I don't get uncomfortable in all these situations, and I do. Some of it was really difficult, but I don't quit. If I know what I want, I stay on that path until I achieve it. And if the path takes me off a little and says, hey, this is looking better, or you need to do this, or, along the way, I'm still on that path. I'm flexible within that path. And a lot of people, they're so rigid in how life should be, and then I retire and whatever, throw it out the window. That's not what life is about. It's about the journey. And I've accomplished so much because I dared to go after things that seemed impossible. If you've watched my other videos, you know a lot of this stuff. When I was an NBA cheerleader, there were, I think, over 2,000 girls that tried out for that. And they only had a couple positions open, and I got one. And I can't even do a backflip. The bottom line is that you just have to know that you'll never get anything. You'll never know until you go after, until you try, until you step outside your comfort zone, your box. And you'll never know what those wonderful things are that await you if you don't explore them. And why? You got to ask yourself, why aren't you? Is there anything you're holding back on? Is there this plan, this life plan that you have in your head that maybe doesn't work anymore, or you don't really even want anymore? I had a plan, and I'm switching gears once again. I may be, doing some stuff that I didn't expect because I am thinking differently. There are different things that I want now, and I'm just going to switch gears and go after them. It's going to take me to a completely new, exciting level. And if I die not having gone and tried these things, I will be greatly, greatly disappointed with myself. So I want to ask you, do you have some defined thing, this traditional thing in your head that you need to do, this and that, I need this, and then you get there and it's not what you want, or you're ready to do something else, and, and I'll talk about, the approval thing in the next video, but, sometimes you're afraid to because you get the criticism or whatever, and people say, you're doing what? I thought you were this. I thought you were an investment banker. Now you're a writer? What? Yeah, I'm a writer. And that investment banking never goes away. And I'm also an internet entrepreneur. And I'm a spiritual mentor. And whatever I want to be. Don't let anything stop you from being what you want to be. And keep going and exploring. And you might hit that place where you want to stay there and go, this is it, I love this. And then that will expand. But the key to my living such an incredible life has always been my ability to break through fear, which is what my courses coming out will be. And that is basically, fear stops you from really living an awesome life. And when you fear, you hold back because there's a story in your head that tells you something about what'll happen if you do that. What'll happen? You think you might fail. What's failure? There's no such thing. I'm not amongst successful people. So all these things, my wonderful life that continues to be wonderful, and I continue to do incredible things. And I'm a speaker now. I spoke in London, and I'm going to be speaking all over the world for my spiritual mentoring, helping other people. How do you know what you're capable of until you explore it? So Don't hold back. Go after your dreams. If you don't continue to evolve and expand, if you get stuck in that visual of this is going to be my life, I'm going to have the, picket fence and 2 kids and a dog, then what? Life will never stop, and that has no connection to age at all. It doesn't matter what your age is, whether you're young or getting up there in age. There's no reason you cannot continue to expand. In fact, the older you get, the wiser and the more experience and knowledge that you have, which you should be using and sharing. And so I just want to encourage you to start living a life to the fullest without all your own rules that you make, right? It's bad enough everybody else makes rules. Throw your own rules out the window. When an opportunity came, and if I thought I'd really like that, I just went for it. I didn't think about anything else. It's like, cheerleader, that'd be cool. Try out, got it. Writer in Capitol Hill, wow, that'd be cool. They actually, and I'll tell you what, almost every time I was told that I couldn't get into the programs or whatever, the program for the Capitol Hill writer was closed. It was too late. I applied way too late. I didn't even know about the program. I applied. Guess what? I get a call from Washington, D.C. Hi, Landria, you still want that position? Yeah, why? The Harvard law student that had it, he just found something else he wants, and he quit. If you can get here in, I think it was a week, you've got it. Packed up the car and drove to Washington, D.C., right? The universe will make things happen for you. Same thing with my scholarship in Germany. I was up against 8-year students, and I taught myself how to speak German. And then I took some courses at University of Michigan, and guess what? We tried out. They picked 20 around the U.S., the entire United States. Only 20 of us got to go, and I was one of them. I sat there and spoke German to this panel of people, and I got it. I got the scholarship. So what stops you? Oh, well, the odds, I won't get it. And you can tell yourself that all you want. And you can, in your head, you'll go, I never would have got it. But you know what? You'll never know. Do you want to live a life never knowing? Or do you want to say, I went for it, and you learned something from it? And then you become bolder and more confident, because you know what? The next time you try out for something, it's not such a big deal. Oh, yeah, I've done that before. The odds aren't good. And then you get, boom, you get it someday, and you go, wow. Right? Don't hold back on your life. So, those of you who don't know my background, you can go to any one of my websites, just look up my name and see what I'm doing, and know that I will continually explore and expand and whatever, and who knows what else life's going to bring me. I'm going to be traveling. My next goal is to travel around the world and do speaking engagements and just, I don't know. I don't have to know every time what's going to happen, because, again, when you try to define your life, you may miss out on some great opportunities where it's going to take you to something better and greater and higher, more abundant, more joyful, the better relationship, the better job, the better, whatever, income. Your whole perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Go live that life to the fullest. Namaste.